Well, guys, the Texas Longhorns just took care of business against the Baylor Bears, 38-27, to keep their hopes of a Big 12 championship um, alive. It depends on what happens with Kansas and Kansas State. I mean, if Kansas State loses, we're in, but we put ourselves in a position where we don't control our fate with the inexcusable loss to Texas Tech and that heartbreaker to Oklahoma State and that debacle against TCU. Um, that first, I mean, first quarter was terrible. I mean, we were, after, Ewers, we were backed up, and then he threw the ball away in the end zone. He showed his age in intentional grounding. That's a safety, and so then we allow a big, wide open play for a touchdown, and then it's 9-zip Baylor, but then we roar off two touchdowns. We got two touchdowns in the first quarter. We came back from, and that the first one by Ewers, and the second one by Bijan Robinson. The I mean, after that, we held Baylor to a field goal, and that made it 14-12, and then we get a field goal, and that puts us up by 5. But then Baylor gets a touchdown before the end of the second half, or the end of the first half, and we're down 19-17 at the half. It was just, that first half was awful. I mean, and then later on, we held Baylor to a missed field goal, and then we get a touchdown to get with it to take the lead 24-19, and yeah, and it seems like we have all the momentum, but then Ewers gets sacked again, and he coughs up the ball, and they return it for a touchdown, and it's they get the 2-point conversion, and yeah, it's 20. It's now 27-24, and Texas was in trouble, but that they didn't let that bother them. They got right back up, and they just pounded the football, and that set up Bijan Robinson's go-ahead touchdown, and now we were feeling it. I mean, and then when we needed that critical stop, 41, Jalen Ford intercepts a pass and returns it to the Baylor 42-yard line, and we are now in business. We take advantage of that, and then we get with it. And then we're up 38-27 with some breathing room. And then our defense comes through and stops Baylor. We shut out their, we held their off, we shut Baylor out on offense the second half. Their only touchdown came off of a Ewers mistake, but we got the ball back, and then we just ran out the clock. So that was a pretty exciting game. I'm glad I got to be there. Glad I got my money's worth. And yeah, the rain. It didn't really rain. It might have been drizzling on the way home, but now I don't have to worry about the rain anymore because I just got in and enjoying the Longhorns' victory. Let's see if Kansas can give us some help and knock off Kansas State tomorrow. Hook 'em horns, Texas fight, and good job, guys. We got the job done.